Hey everyone, Gabby here. Tonight when I got home from work, I was kind of feeling like having a little something sweet, and I didn't have anything made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of those apples that I got from the markdown aisle, and I'm going to make like a little apple cake streusel. So I have everything ready here, and I'll tell you what I'm going to be putting in it. All right, so I have 1.5 cups of self-rising flour, a third a cup of sugar, a quarter cup of brown sugar, half a cup of milk. I'm going to put some cinnamon, 1 egg, and then I cut up 1 apple. Believe it or not, that's 1 apple. Isn't that a lot? But it was a big apple. And so I'm going to put that in there, and then I already mixed together some flour and brown sugar to make some streusel for the top. I just have to add the butter to it. So I haven't had good luck with my streusel lately. I guess I'm making too much butter in it, so I'm going to have to back off the butter because it keeps like melting and running over the muffins that I'm making. And by the way, guys, if you're new here, this is our handy dandy countertop trash can. This is an ice bucket, and I got it at the thrift store a few years ago, and I use it for my little trash can for on top of the counter. So it's really handy whenever you're cooking. You can just throw all your little debris in here, and then when you're done, like my apple peeling and all that stuff, put in there, and then at the end of the day, I can just take out the little baggie and put a fresh baggie in. I just got the flour and the sugar, the dry ingredients all put together. So now I'm going to add in the milk and the egg and the oil. I already put in all the dry ingredients. Okay, so we can give this a little mix and mix that up real good. Yeah, I was just wanting a little something sweet. Just going to make up this little apple cake. Alright, that looks good. Okay guys, I've just finished mixing up the batter, and now I'm just going to stir in these apples. I think I'm just going to put a few at a time because this might be too many apples for this. I don't know. That's okay. I don't mind eating fresh apples, do you? So I'll just fold these in. So now I turned on this overhead light up here. Leave me a comment down below and let me know which is better, with the overhead light on or not. Wow, you guys, look at that. Maybe I should have cut up the apples a little smaller. Okay, well, that's all right. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'll put a little bit more apple, and that's it. I'll just have to save the rest and put it on a salad, or maybe I'll just snack on those while I'm waiting for this to bake. Looks good, though. All right, and then I'm just going to bake it in this little pan here. Hopefully this is not too big for it. Doesn't seem like it's going to be that big of a cake. There's the oven, 350. All right, guys, that's what that's looking like. So let me get this streusel put on there. I'm going to try something a little bit different. I got this little grater, handheld grater at the grocery store because I like to use it for butter. And I'm just going to put a little bit of butter in. I'm not going to put very much this time. I might have to make some more streusel. I'm not even sure if this is going to be enough. I didn't freeze the butter this time. It's just cold butter. But anyways, if you shred it up, can you see that? Yeah. If you shred it up, it makes it a lot easier to incorporate into your streusel. I'm just going to put like 2 or 3 tablespoons full this time. Not like 5. That seemed like an awful lot to me. And then usually, like I do with my pie crust, I'll just, you know, shake it around a little bit before I stir it in. All right, guys, so I'm just going to sprinkle this on here. I'm sure it'll be fine. So that's what it's looking like with the streusel on top. So I'm going to put this in the oven for about 45 minutes, and then we'll come back and see how it looks and give it a taste. Okay. Guys, I want to remind you that whenever you do shred your butter, just remember to boil some water. Don't even try to wash it, because it's just will take forever. Plus, you'll just contaminate all your rags and your sponges with butter. So just boil you some water, and I would do this over the sink, but then you can't see it. And then you just pour the hot water, boiling water, right over your little grater. And there you go. Clean as can be. Okay? So just do it that way, and then you won't have to worry about, because a lot of people don't like messing up their grater to do the butter. But if you pour the boiling water, say that fast. If you pour the boiling water over the grater, it'll come right off, okay? And then you can still wash it with soap and water now, but you won't contaminate all your sponges and things with all that butter. Okay, now you know. Hey guys, the cake came out of the oven, and it's cooled down a little bit. It's still quite warm. Anyways, that's what it's looking like. Looks pretty good. It might be too hot, but I'm going to try and put a little bit of the powdered sugar icing on it. So, I got a little, I think this is 2 tablespoons, but I probably won't use it all, but I wasn't sure how much. So, we'll just mix up a little bit. That's about how much sugar I have down in there. Just a little bit to drizzle on the top. And if you smell it, you can't smell it, but it smells good. If you hear something, it's up because I'm making some decaf coffee. I got this really nice coffee that's decaffeinated, so you could have a little cup of coffee in the evening sometimes with your dessert. And so I'm making a little cup of that to go with this cake. I thought that would be delicious. All right. So far I've only used not even a tablespoon yet. So, then of course I have my little bag here in the cup, you know, put a little bag down in the cup, and then you can put your icing in it to drizzle. Yeah, that probably is going to be enough. And then this little bit of cream here I'll just reuse for my coffee. That coffee smells so good. Also, guys, I'll share a little hack with you that I do, because sometimes I put so much cream in my coffee. Of course, this is only 2% milk, so I put boiling water down in my coffee cup to heat it up prior to putting my coffee in, so that your coffee doesn't get cold. That's a secret. I used to do that for my mom, because she liked everything hot, and you couldn't get it too hot for her. She'd just sit with a little spoon and just sip it. She just loved hot coffee or hot tea. So anyways, if you want to make sure that your coffee stays hot, just fill up your coffee cup with some boiling hot water and let it sit while your coffee is cooking, and then it won't get cold. All right. Just a little tiny sliver with your scissors. But I guess it won't make any difference since it's not going to be dripping over the edges. It'll set up, I'm sure. It smells really good. And I thought that I was going to have a problem with my streusel being too dry, but it looks okay. Oh yeah, this is going to be really fine. And then I'll just be a little something extra, because we didn't put that much sugar in it. All right, that looks great. Okay, so there we go. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay. So, now we can cut out a little piece to taste. It looks like the pieces of apple just cooked up and got soft in there, so that should be great. Yes, look how moist that looks. Wow. Doesn't that look good? My little end piece fell off right here. I'll see if I can make it look prettier. There we go. So let's give this a little taste. Yeah, that streusel looks nice, and the apples, I can see there's still little pieces of apple in it. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. Mmm. Well, I am so glad I made this evening because I almost didn't because I was kind of tired. I'm so glad I did. I'm going to grab my coffee and I'm going to go and sit down and enjoy this. This is Gabby. I'll be back again later, and I hope you will be too. Bye.